And good morning. It is gorgeous outside. It's a beautiful day. And I did a lot already. So that's pretty awesome. Let me just. I'm dying for my coffee. Which is right next to me, but it's too early to go in the pool. It's a little cloudy too. Let's see. It's a little. My God, what is that? Virgin Atlantic. Oh, Virgin Galactic. Oh, Branson. That really doesn't interest me, Andy. I mean, I guess I'll look at it. Oh, it's all. It's carrying 4 people. Well, let me shut my camera down because that kills the batteries. Virgin Galactic is launching the final flight of VSS Unity carrying 4 passengers. I wonder what they paid. Small fortune, I'm guessing. For a second, I thought that was my camera, but I don't have it connected, but I see that. Okay. Let me enjoy my coffee. So I left here at 9:15. I get to Walmart to do an oil change. He said it'll be done in a half hour. I was like, really? So I went shopping because I have to buy new pants, denim pants, new shorts, because I went from an extra large to a large. So by the time I did all that and paid for it and went back to the car was done. I was like, wow. That 2 guys were working on the car. That was the fastest oil change I've ever got in my life. I was like, holy, I'm in shock. He goes, because I went to bring the bags of clothing that I bought and to put in the car. But it was locked, but I had left it open. So I'm like, wait a minute, am I going nuts? So then I come back in, he goes, are you looking for the keys to your car? Your car's done. I was like, holy. So I was like, wow. So that was pretty cool. The fastest ever. It is beautiful here though today. It's only 71 right now. And yeah, I'm in the dark because I'm not putting that light. If I close this, that's when the lighting changes. But I'm not closing the door. It's too nice out. And I got the other door open, so there's a nice cross ventilation going on. It's nice. So Andy sent this link. Dude, I swear, Kevin, I had brought these with me. Because I figured I'm going to be sitting there for a minute. Now, when I had my tires done a few months ago, that shit took a little bit. Jesus, that scared me. So I brought my... Oh, shit. The lid just... What just fell? I don't even know what fell. But these are like these pods. And they charge up in the case. These are better than the Apple iPods. These. But now I gotta find out what I dropped. They're more expensive, but they're better quality and they do a lot more. I'm trying to figure out what the hell did I drop? Oh, the main case top. And I didn't get to use them because it happened so fast. I thought I was gonna sit there, wait for the oil change. Didn't even have to use them. Into the pit of hell. Oh. But like I said, I was shocked. Oh yeah, I've got a... You don't want to know what I've got down here. I've got the burner gun. I keep it near me, just in case. It's like literally right below me. I've got wires, extension cords, and a container that has all kinds of little miscellaneous stuff in there. But I sit on a platform. So this shit is like 3 feet down. Down that way. So it's like the pit of hell. It's a lot of stuff down there. But yeah, I was like shocked how fast. And what's shocking, so the ladies that work there, they know me. They see me all the time in self-checkout. And one of them was talking about how she's older and she keeps herself in shape by exercising, doing garden work. And then I said, because there was like 3 of them talking, of course I'm going to jump in. Well, let me tell you what I've been through in the last 9 months. And then I went through the whole thing, losing weight, how much I weighed, what I am now, the whole deal. And the lady, she said, you really look really good. Like, she was flirting with me. I was like, oh my God. But that's how much weight I lost. She says, you really look really good. Oh my gosh. Catching a date in Walmart. Ed, I know that, where everyone knows your name. Where everybody knows your name. There's a song like that or something. Oh, they don't, I mean, when you live in this area for 20 years, you get to know people over time. You know what I mean? Especially if you frequent a store. So it's not unusual. You get to know people. But I had to buy clothing. The shirts, I still can survive because some of these are large, but I couldn't fit them right. And now I can. But the pants are starting to be an issue. Because I was a 40 waist. At one point, I was 42. I'm 36, 38 now. I had to buy a whole bunch of pants. What's up, Alice? And grab a sandwich. So it's like, yeah, it's like that. And then I bought basketball shorts. They were on sale for $10 a pair. I bought 8 of them. Because what happens is, like most stores, once you go in and it's windy, They'll put the winter stuff out in a month. By July, you won't be able to find that stuff. They swap everything out and they're already getting ready for fall. It's like ridiculous. Can we still have our shorts and stuff? Are you gonna just like take it off? Okay, summer's not even over and you're already putting out the fall stuff. I hate when they do that. That's like school stuff will probably be out soon. Hasn't even ended here. The next big thing, all the 4th of July stuff is obviously up. Halloween stuff will be coming out by August. Halloween. That's what they do. Get back to work, sandwich. In a seedy area in the city. Oh my God. I don't envy you. What? You don't have to say where. Is it a big city? You don't have to get into details. Like some people do in Trovo trying to like fucking get too personal. And I'm like, enough is enough. Get a life. And they do it on purpose to try to bother me. So I just block them now. Yeah, winter's coming already and summer's not even officially started. Merry Christmas. Oh my gosh. Like Alice. Oh, it can't be so bad in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. Oh gosh, it can't be so bad. That can't be so seedy. I thought you were talking like New York City or Baltimore or Chicago or Detroit. Are you kidding? You wanna see seedy? Come over here. Oh my God, I can't even imagine. See, we don't have that problem here. And I'm only 85 miles north from New York City. We don't have that illegal immigration problem here. Not here. Because the counties, when the governor, actually it was the mayor of New York City, Adams, tried to send them and bust them up here. And the counties up here said, oh no, you're not putting your problem up here. You got yourself in that, it's your problem. It's not our problem. Don't throw that shit toward us. So they went to court, all that stuff. And I don't know what the latest on it. I know there was a stay on it, but that's been like a year and I don't know how long it's been. But hell no. It's not like that here. This is red country. Now, I don't, I'm a moderate, I'm in the middle, I'm an independent. But when I see things going right, regardless of what party it is, I'm going to vote for that. Like I just voted for a Republican 2 Tuesdays ago. Because that Republican candidate best represents my interests. It's that simple. I used to be more liberal, a Democrat. I was. That was years ago. Now I'm a moderate independent in the middle because of all the nonsense that's been going on. And I've been living here for 18 years and it's Republican area. And they do great for here. So I had to get out of the Democrat Party, become an independent so I could vote both sides. I changed. It's as simple as that. Everybody, has their own personal opinions and beliefs, all that. That's fine. I'm just saying what I do to be objective and fair. And what's best for me, mom, my area, my community, right here. That's the way I look at it. Be careful, grab a sandwich. I hope everything works out with you today. Stay safe, like Alice said. I would challenge you to walk down mountain with a full pack of smokes in your hands. I couldn't do that. I probably would die from not breathing. See, for something like that, I wouldn't do it, Alice. I wouldn't do that. Now, when I got to the top of the mountain, and I know I'm going to chill, I might take a cig. But not a good thing. I'd probably be out of breath, dying. Forget it. So, I don't think that's going to happen. It was supposed to be nice today, but now it looks like the clouds are rolling in. It might clear up. What the hell are we watching, Andy? You made me put this on. It's there's nothing really to see here. We saw the Virgin Galactic for like 3 minutes, 5 minutes. That was it. I mean, what the? Actually, I want to see what the weather's going to be. Lorraine, you're still in the general area you always were, right? Oh, fuck. Alice. The confidence course in basic is safer than challenge. I would love to. See, I don't have nobody to go with. Otherwise, I would do stuff like that. I don't like doing shit solo and traveling to do it. If I had somebody to say, hey, Bill, let's go, I'm down. Oh, shit. There is a lot of clouds. They could be moving off, but there's still... The sun is trying to peek through. There's a lot of clouds here. But it looks like it's moving to the northeast where that clear bubble should be coming up because the system is up here. I could tell just by looking. So, actually this might be a cold front coming down from Canada. Which would make sense because it's cooler air. It's actually coming down from Canada a little bit. Still there's clear, it's clearing behind it. Oh, Ron can barely walk. Just so you know that. Ron, let's see what it's like in Lorraine's area. What the fuck? I can't even see it. It's not so nice up there today, huh, Lorraine? Looks like you're clouded in. Up there. In Winnipeg, Ottawa doesn't look too nice either, Kevin, huh? You might be clearing out soon. Maybe not. The system is spinning, rotating. It's dragging down the clouds. So you got clouds in Ottawa. As the system is spinning and rotating. That's what's causing all the clouds here. Wow, Churchill is clear. But it's also got a lot of clouds in Winnipeg. Or at least in Manitoba. But not down by Winnipeg. Winnipeg is nice. Clear. Nice day. We'll grab a sandwiches. Beautiful day, actually. Over there. Let's see. The nasty weather is down south. You could see it. Yeah, you can see the thunderstorms. Arkansas. And this could get a little nasty today for them. I don't know which way it's moving, but yeah, it's generally moving east-southeast. So it's actually going downward. They're blowing up right now. It's daytime heating. It's early. This is gonna intensify as the day goes on. Let's see. So yeah, a lot of clouds out there for a lot of us. Baby seagulls jumped from the roofs of office buildings before their feathers came in due to the heat. Wow. That's horrible. That's horrible. That's terrible. But we had the Virgin Galactic for a second. See, this doesn't really impress me to watch. Well, out west, Alice, they've been dealing with, oh my God, that scared me. They've been dealing with a lot of heat. It's already starting in the southwest. And sometimes people don't heed the warning signs. You know what I mean? They just ignore it. I can talk about weather till well, I can't be pale. Not after I'm sunburned. But it's like, I could repeat it over and over and over and over again. But it doesn't matter. Just like most things, people don't listen. They just talk. But they don't really listen. And I'll be the first one to admit if I'm wrong. I have no problem with that. There are some people that refuse to be wrong. It's like, it's in their DNA. I'm right, you're wrong. That's it. There's no in between. So there's really no sense of talking to people like that because there's no way to come into a middle ground. You know what I mean? And I won't waste my breath with people like that. I'll give you like an example. I went to my brother's house 2 weeks ago, Memorial Day weekend. It was my brother, my sister, my stepmother, my brother's wife, my sister's two friends that she grew up with. So there was like 7 or 8 of them. And I'm sitting there. And right away, Bill, are you going to vote for Biden? And they're all Trump supporters. And I'm like, I don't want to talk about politics. And there's 7 of them. And I'm by myself. It's like they're all talking to me. And I said, I'm an independent. And I'll make that decision, which I already know what I'm going to do. But it's like, oh, you can't vote for Biden. And they're going that. It's like constant. And I said to them, if this doesn't stop, I'm leaving right now. I didn't come here for this. It's like, Jesus Christ, relax. I mean, she goes, did you go to the rally in the Bronx? Because she's part of the young Republican something in the area that she's part of the organizer thing there. So she's hardcore. My sisters, they're all hardcore. And you can't say anything to them, and I know this. Doesn't make no sense to even counter anything they're saying because it's just going to make the situation worse. Because there's no talking. You cannot talk to people that are dug in. You just can't. So I just said, yeah, I just yesed them to death. And then I went to walk with my stepmother is a foster parent, and she brought two of her girls, and I went over there and hung out with the girls. I hung out with the girls for the rest of the afternoon, night, until I left 5:30 in the morning because I wanted to get the fuck out of there. That's how pissed I was. I didn't go there for that. I went there to have a good time. I haven't seen my sister and brother in 5 years. And you're going to do that? You're all going to gang up on me like that? Like, oh my God. It was insane. So, that's what I'm using that as an example. It's when people are dug in, there's no talking to them. There's nothing you can say that is going to change their opinion. Nothing. So whatever you say, you are wrong if you counter the narrative. So why waste your energy and time on something like that? Same thing with weather and climate. Now, I'm not here to say that global warming, climate change, because people have their own different opinions on whatever that. That's another thing in itself, and it's mostly connected to the political side. But it's getting more extreme, and it has been for the last decade. And if people don't see the signs that are going on, and I'm not talking about where if you live in Canada where it fucking snows all the time, or in Minnesota or North Dakota where you're in the snow belt, of course it's going to snow. But what's happening in other regions, in other areas, and also across the globe? Sea temperatures. So much is happening. And it's not good. And I don't think that people are really comprehending and understanding that there is a major shift in the weather. And yes, the planet goes through cycles, so does the sun, everything else. But right now, things are not good with the overall temperature rising. Whether it's surface, air, sea, it's not good. And you're going to see more of this extreme weather occur. And it has been, unless somebody's living under a rock. Just look at what's happened in the last decade. And I'm not trying to be an alarmist, but the pattern is showing that it's increasing and it's getting more extreme and things are getting worse. So I would prepare for that. You'd be ignorant and really stupid not to. Really. Like Alice was saying, in Canada, it's so hot, the seagulls, baby seagulls, were leaping off buildings because of the heat. I remember when Alice, and this is true, I've known Alice for, 12, 13 years. And she's in chat right now. I remember her showing me videos and pictures of her house at the time. Her backyard, her house was so much snow that you can make, you know how you open a door and you can make one of those refrigerator carved out shelving out of a door? It was like that. The front of her house looked like, it almost like the cars were toboggans and the sides were completely mountains of snow. It was insane. Insane. And over here, it's been really since 2014, 10 years, since we really got a lot of snow here. We haven't gotten no snow here in the last 5, 6 years. I don't even hardly use my snowblower anymore. People say, oh, I don't want to live in New York. Well, not New York City. Like where I live, Hudson Valley. You guys get too much snow. No, we don't. Not anymore. And every year I say, this is going to be the one. No, it hasn't happened. It's been so mild. We were way below normal. I can show you charts, temperature charts. I have them for the last decade here. How in the wintertime, normally it would be in the teens, 20s, January, February. Now it's in the freaking 30s, 40s, and even 50s. And that's not a trend that it went up one year, comes down to normal again. No, this has been building every year, higher and higher in averages. And the whole Northeast New England area has been affected by this. Now, if you live in a higher elevation, you're still going to get that snow because it's colder in a higher elevation. That's common sense. Now, when that shit starts to get too warm, where it's not snowing anymore, Houston, we have a serious problem. So right now, out west, they were dealing with a heat bubble dome. And it's affecting, and I hope it doesn't set up for the summer, Texas, New Mexico, Arizona, California, the Southwest. It was 20 degrees above normal already. We're only in early June. Summer's not even officially here yet. And on top of that, it's the warmest ever recorded, by the way. And I don't know if I have it as a bookmark. I should. Drought, severe storms, hurricanes, tornadoes, all that has everything to do with it. Let me see if I have it. Oh, please tell me I have it, because then I gotta look for it, and it's a pain in the... Okay, I got it. This is bad. This is really bad. Now, this is the Atlantic. This is where hurricanes form. They come off of Africa, they cross the Atlantic, and they head our way. See that color? That is bad. That's above normal. That water is warmer than usual. So storms that come off of Africa, let's hope they don't, as they traverse across and head west and head toward the Caribbean or Caribbean, they're going to intensify. They have the warm temperatures to intensify. You can have a Cat 1 become a Cat 3 or 4 in 24 to 48 hours. That's how warm that temperature is. That's bad. So these are the things you watch. Look at the graph. Look at the temperatures. They're insane. This is only June. Hurricane season just started. It doesn't usually peak till like September, October. Look at that temperature. Is it insane? So this is something to be concerned about. So look at the temperatures, the temperate temperatures. Even if you consider 83 for the tropics, look at the color. It's already, and you know, there's actually lighter colors in there. You're talking anywhere from 86 to 95 degrees. It's above normal. And look how it looks coming toward the Caribbean. It's way above normal. That shit is not good. So, you know, stats, data, science matters. It just does. Facts matter. Look at these temperatures, and this is where the hurricanes come in. It's ripe. It is so ripe for development, and we're only in early June. And then we look at the Gulf. This could be scary. Gulf is pretty warm. Now, look at the deeper purples and the lighter purples. The Gulf is really warm. As the storms come in and develop into the Gulf, this water is a little cooler, but not much. It's still warm. So this is a major concern. For people who live in the Gulf area states, Florida, up the East Coast, Georgia, Carolinas, I'm not saying it's going to happen because nobody can predict that. I'm saying be on guard this year because it could be a rough hurricane season. That's all I'm saying. I hope to God it doesn't happen. But this is not a good sign. Meteorologically, this is bad. But people won't pay attention. Oh, that doesn't mean it's going to happen. No, it doesn't. But the conditions are favorable for rapid development of a low pressure and systems and hurricanes. So let's pray it doesn't happen. But the conditions are favorable to be really bad. And it's like I said, the hurricane season technically just started. It's not a big deal. It's usually not a big deal this early. But things have to be watched. Now, the models, I always say it, 4 to 5 days out, I'm concerned. More than that, no, because the models change. So the Euro, this is next Friday. And you could see which way these storms would go. They would go right in and up. Coming in from the Atlantic, like I said, there's nothing crazy yet. But you can see the steering current. You can see the steering winds, where it would take it. Especially with that big high pressure off the Atlantic. It would either take it up, if there was, it would take it either up the coast of the Carolinas, or if it was a lower trajectory, it would take it more into the Gulf. But there's nothing there, thank God. I'm just using this as an example. Now, the American does have a system here, but it looks weak, which is good. Right there. This is a pattern we do not want to see developing. Because like I said, it's so early in the season. Thank God this is not a big deal right now. But they're already starting to show signs of development in the Gulf systems. So this has to be watched carefully. And what I always watch is for any systems coming off of Africa. Because really and high pressures and low pressures that can steer it. So thankfully, because they cross over, these low pressures develop, and then they scoot off and go into the Atlantic where they can develop. And that's where your storms come from. That's where your hurricanes come from. Right there. So far, so good. It doesn't look alarming. But then again, the season is super early. So we have to watch for any development coming off of Africa and entering the Atlantic. And so far, this pattern looks nice. It looks quiet. I don't trust it because it's so far out. Even the Euro doesn't show anything, which is great news. We don't want to see that. So I will be monitoring that. I will definitely be monitoring that. The Mystery Black Blob. Did you know they're making a new Blob movie? The Blob movie. They're actually making one. It's in development. That's all they do is remakes, and remake a remake of the original. It's like it's retarded. But they are. That's what I heard. Like they're making a new Nosferatu movie based on the original silent film. So, there's a lot going on. Anyway, enough of the weather talk. So, I guess with this, there's still the live feed for Galactic, Virgin Galactic, which Andy sent to me the link. So, it's still early. I don't know what the weather. It should be getting better here. Still a little cloudy, and it's breezy today. And my tarp with the wind is off the firewood. So I don't have to go outside and take care of that. But there we go. Let's see if we see anything going on here. Maybe it's coming into land. There's not enough visual of it. Not enough camera. He just finished playing Dracula in that Renfield movie, Lewis. He just finished doing that. He was actually Dracula in that film. I never seen it. Did you hear what Nicolas Cage is getting involved with? It's kind of bizarre. He's going to be the oldest actor to play Spider-Man. I don't know if it's a TV series or a movie, but that's the talk. He's actually going to play an older Spider-Man in like a multiverse thing. That's what I read. Can you believe that? Because he was originally going to be a Superman, and then they canned it. They canned the movie that he was going to be portrayed as Superman. That's why I don't remember which movie it was. I think it was the Spider-Man movie where he messes the multiverse up, and there's a part in there that shows Nicolas Cage dressed as Superman. I was like, wow, they included it in the movie. They actually had a part where you see Nicolas Cage as Superman in that film. I think it was the last Spider-Man movie. So that was curious. But I think he might have been a decent... I think he might have played. He was an excellent Dracula. I haven't seen that film. Matter of fact, let's see. Nicolas Cage, Superman. I'll tell you one thing. The Zack Snyder Justice League movie was badass compared to the shit that they released. It was darker. The ending was better. And they blew it. And they just freaking blew it. They really did. The thing about the movies today, they're so, like, I don't know the word to use. There's no more like R-rated movies. Like, it's all made for a certain audience. It's like, give me a break. It's so campy. Ugh. I'm trying to see if I find the image. But I'm not seeing it. I think he would have been pretty damn good. I mean, coulda, shoulda, woulda, doesn't really matter. But I think he would have done well. That could have changed his career, too. But let me see. Nicolas Cage, Superman, Spider-Man film. I swear I thought it was a Spider-Man movie. Maybe I'm wrong. Because I'm not seeing it on YouTube, the clip. It was toward the end of the film. I honestly can't find it, but it was really cool to see that. The Thunderbirds, what? Oh, you're talking about the Dracula film. I can't find it, but I know it was there. It's some stupid shit. Well, at least we got a live feed view of Virgin Galactic. You would think somebody would have taken a cut out of it. Let me try this. Was it Spider-Man? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm just wrong. I can't. Do you know Andy or Lewis? Which movie they were all in? It looks more like a plane. The Virgin Galactic. It looks like a modified plane. I honestly don't know. I may have to do it a different way. I can't even find it. It was a cool little thing that they did in the movie, though. Let me try. Oh, no, I can't share it if it's on that. Let me see. Netflix. I don't know if that movie's available.
Earth was dying. Humans had ruined it. Once kids...
They're always changing platforms for movies, swapping turns. So the Spider-Man is gone from Netflix. And I can't share Amazon screen. They won't let you. It's like a blocker. It's crazy. Let me try it a different way. This is bothering me now. Obviously. Well, it's been that long since the last Spider-Man movie? All right, now I'm like really confused. What was the last Spider-Man movie called? It's not Far From Home, right? I don't think so. Oh my God, this is gonna drive me nuts. It was No Way Home, right? It's not Spider-Man. I'm trying to remember the movie in my head. I don't think it's Spider-Man. It can't be Spider-Man. Spider-Man is Marvel. It's a DC fucking movie. It's not Spider-Man. No, but it's not Spider-Man. Spider-Man is Marvel. Superman is DC. So it must have been a DC movie I seen. It's not Spider-Man. Yeah, no, but I'm trying to. There was a movie that shows all the Supermans. Flash! It's The Flash. The last Flash movie. That's what it is. It's The Flash. That's the one I think that has him. It's The Flash. It's definitely The Flash. What happened here? Let's skip that. Because Supergirl's in it, which she's not coming back as Supergirl. It was cool. You know, it was cool seeing Michael Keaton back as Batman. It was freaking cool. I was like, yes. To me, those first few Batmans with him were great. So Christian Bale did a decent job. But I really liked what Michael Keaton did as Batman. That's just my opinion, but I'm skipping. It's definitely this movie. There he is. There's Nicolas Cage right there. The alien spider. This is it. Check this out. If you've never seen it, spoiler alert. The latest Flash movie has this. Now, I'm just going to stop the screen for a second. This would have drove me nuts. Well, let's share. So I can't put the volume on. But this is the Flash movie, the last one. This was super fucking cool. Check this out. If you're into this. So look who's there. Christopher Reeve. And the first Supergirl. Look at this. When I saw this made the movie for me, to be honest. Yeah, I agree. I think Michael Keaton was my favorite Batman too. But check this out. This is a really cool sequence in this movie. And this again is the late. This is from the last Flash movie. Oh, the only one. Live action Spider-Man, sure. Yes, that's the one with Nicolas Cage. Thank you, Andy. Look who's here. Nicolas Cage. As Superman. The movie that never happened. That probably would have been kick-ass. Right there. That, when I saw that, I was like, wow. Because I saw this in the movies theater. When I saw this, I was like, holy shit. He would have made a really good Superman, to me. The movie that never happened. Look at that. Crazy, right? So, and obviously it goes through all the Supermans, but I remember seeing that. I just couldn't remember the film. And that was a nice little touch that they did, that they included Nicolas Cage on that. The movie that never was. Actually, no. This happened way back in time, Lewis. This was not something recent. This was a project that goes way back, that never went into production with Cage. He could have pulled it off. He really could have pulled it off. And if you look for it, they say it's the greatest movie that never happened. A lot of people think it would have been a great movie. But it's going to be curious to see where they go forward with this. DC and even Marvel now, they're not doing too well with their movies. They're just not. Now, the one that's coming out this summer is Deadpool and Wolverine. Hugh Jackman's coming back. There's all kinds of concept ideas going on for the Avengers moving forward and everything else. There's even talk of Robert Downey Jr. coming back from multiverse, playing Iron Man again. There's so much shit out there. It's like, it's overwhelming how much stuff is that they're talking about in making these upcoming films. They blew it. DC blew it with the whole Justice League. They blew it. Now, I don't know how this new Superman's going to be. The actor kind of looks like a combination of Henry and Christopher Reeve. It's like a bizarre thing. But it kind of fits the role, the images I've been seeing. It's a reboot. They wanted a younger person to play the role. I'll be curious to see how that one plays out. Then there's Venom's coming out. There's all kinds of shit coming out. This summer is not a great summer for movies. I don't know if there's any images of him. So, and he kind of looks like Tom Welling from Smallville. The new guy. It's kind of a bizarre thing. I'm trying to see if they have any images, because there's been a few already images of him in the suit. That's right, it's David. David Corenswet. David Corenswet. Let's see if they have it. It should be up. It's been released. I'm surprised they're not showing any images. But there is one that they released, that Gunn released, but I'm not seeing it here. Let me try this. It's funny, I could hit this a million times and there's so many articles on the new Superman. Now there's not one. Here it is. So I'm gonna see if I can. This is an actual image that he released right here. That is your new Superman right there. And that's the suit. That's an image taken from the set. There is your next Superman to portray David Corenswet to portray Superman. So I think he's going to be okay. I mean, who knows? But not so bad. Could have been worse. And if you see him in other images, he kind of looks like all of them. He looks like Tom Welling, Cavill. It's kind of a weird thing because they found a person, and he's younger, to take the role in a reboot kind of a deal forward. So that's actually an image that he released. The Deadpool movies are funny. That was the talk, Lewis, that they really wanted to. Tom Welling was like, well, why didn't you? But he's older now. Now, I don't know what his age is. I don't know how old David Corenswet is. But that's an actual image from, and this is an older, well, it's actually, this is a new article. And the actors that they've gotten, like for Lex Luthor and stuff, it doesn't look bad. The dude was spotted on the set. Official word of casting. The Daily Newsroom. Okay, Darren Criss playing My Man at Clark Kent. Rachel Brosnahan is playing Lois Lane. So that's an image from the set. To be honest, this new Superman don't look that young. It could be interesting. It could be. Now, I don't know when it's supposed to come out. Oh, there it is. July 11th next year. The new Superman will launch. So July 11th next year. Now, I want to just see how old this Superman is. Because Henry Cavill, they said, he was too old to come back. Like the Bond movies, they always regurgitate him when they hit a certain age. Bye, you're out. Bring in the new one. And that's going to be interesting who they pick as the next Bond. Even his name was brought up. Henry Cavill. But again, he's older. Let's see how old this dude is. So that's Superman. Oh, he's not that old. 93. Oh, shit. He's not old at all. Holy shit. He's 31 years old. That's why they went with him. He's not that old. How old is Tom Welling? Oh my God. Hell yeah. He's born in 77. No way. 8 and 97, 2007. Hell no. He's too old for the role now. I liked Henry Cavill. I did. And it's already landed. To me, this is not a big deal. The SpaceX stuff is what I'm really interested in. And Elon was interviewed about the future of the Starship missions. And I don't know, I think I seen it on X. Okay. This one might be it. So Elon Musk denied reports that SpaceX may be selling some of its shares amid 200 billion valuation. He's not. Are you crazy? He's not going to sell out on that. Despite losses of many tiles and a damaged flap, Starship made it all the way to a soft landing in the ocean. That's what he wrote. Today was a great day for humanity's future as a spacefaring civilization. Musk also put on X. Nothing unites us more than working together towards inspiring objectives. He should double check on that one. He needs to stay out of certain things. I'm just skimming. The mission for this one will be the last flight for the company's Unity spacecraft before it halts commercial operations to develop its new Delta-class spacecraft, as far as Virgin Galactic is concerned. This is the final flight for that, because I'm reading about it right now. So they have a new Delta. I want to see what that one looks like. Virgin Galactic New Delta spacecraft. Let's see what we see. Two-year pause. Let's see if this article loads. Doesn't look like it wants to. MSN is a pain in the... Really is. That's not showing any imagery. So they're talking about this one. Let's see. Images. I was looking for articles, but... Okay, so this is supposedly the new one. Kind of looks cool. Definitely looks better than that. And it can carry 6. Because like I said, this one looks more like a plane. This is the one that will be the next level. That. The Delta class. This is the one they're working on. This will have 6 passengers on it. Yeah, it is a waste. It really is a waste of money. I agree, Andy. It really is. He's doing this for his friends to take them up, you know, that kind of deal. So this is, to me, not a big deal. What's important is SpaceX to me. What time is it? So, wow, it's still early. Oh my God, Andy. All right, let's see. A lot of it is writing. Space X fifth Starship test. Let's see what comes up. Or was this the fifth? It couldn't have been. No, that was the fourth. When is the fifth? So it actually fell in the Indian Ocean. See, this is why this is so fucking important, and I've been saying it with Starship. It's crucial to Artemis. Much is riding on SpaceX's development of Starship, relied upon by NASA, which gave them like a multi-billion-dollar contract for this. As it aims to return astronauts to the moon in 2026, I don't see that happening. They still got to do Artemis 2. Artemis 3 is when they land astronauts on the moon. We haven't even gotten to 2 yet. That's supposed to happen next year. But a lot of it rides on SpaceX's tests with Starship. If this gets delayed, everything gets delayed. That's why this is so important. Much is riding on SpaceX development of Starship, relied upon by NASA as it aims to return astronauts to the moon by 2026 in a rivalry with China, which plans to send astronauts there by 2030. China has made several recent advances in its lunar program, including a second landing on the moon's far side for a sample retrieval mission. Despite Starship's development appearing quicker than other rocket programs, it has been slower than Musk originally envisioned. A Japanese billionaire who in 2018 paid to fly Starship around the moon, at the time expected it to occur last year, he canceled his flight, citing schedule uncertainties. So already people are pulling out from that. Musk's drive to rapidly build Starship has endangered SpaceX's workers in Texas and California. Musk, who founded SpaceX in 2002, has said Starship must launch hundreds of times before it carries humans. Hundreds of times? We'll never get there. Suggesting it could be years before the rocket flies crews or lands astronauts on the lunar surface. Then it gets into Dragon, how they go back and forth. So, a lot of this rides on Starship. And right now, a soft landing in the Indian Ocean is good. It's great. It's progress. But we're far away. So I don't see it happening in 2 years. There's still a lot of testing to be done. I don't care how many he has on the pad waiting to launch. This is serious stuff. They're not going to put any crew on that. Well, as far as the Artemis rocket, that's one thing. But the Starship? Hell no. That shit is far from being approved for flight safety concerns. Far away. Let's see. So I'm not seeing anything about a date for the next one. Obviously, it's way early. It just happened a couple days ago. There's no way we're launching Artemis 2 in 2025. There's just no fucking way. Maybe because it doesn't depend on Starship. That's old. Let's see if there's anything current. It's still cloudy out. 1 day ago. So this is 1 day ago from NASA. NASA invites media to rollout event for Artemis 2 moon rocket stage. NASA will roll out the fully assembled core stage for the agency's SLS rocket that will launch the first crewed Artemis. See, this doesn't depend on Starship, at all. Will launch the first crewed Artemis mission. Now, this is just going to orbit the moon and come back. Splashdown. And it's going to be rolled out mid-July. The 212-foot tall stage will be loaded on the agency's Pegasus barge for delivery to Kennedy Space Center. The media will have an opportunity to take pictures and video, blah, 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 blah. So this is just for the media to get access and start putting in their applications to be there. There's nothing here that says anything about next year. But if we go to the NASA site, this is just images. Like, who cares? Okay, this is just a bunch of wooey. National International practice next year on leave for Artemis. There should be a mention of a so-called plan. See here, this is the key. The suited astronauts will also walk from the Starship's airlock deck to the elevator built for testing. This is why Starship is crucial for that third mission to the moon. See, for the Artemis 3 mission, SpaceX will provide the Starship HLS that will dock with Orion in lunar orbit and take the astronauts to and from the surface of the moon. Land on the moon, take off from the moon, Starship. Good luck even landing this thing right now from an orbit, which is why they're testing. That's why that's crucial. I don't know if there's going to be any information on it. Holy shit, I didn't know about this. Artemis 4 debuts humanity's first lunar space station. A larger, more powerful version of SL. Holy shit. And a new mobile launcher. That's got to be way out. So following the Artemis 3, I didn't know about this one. That will land the first astronauts on the moon, near the moon's south pole. Astronauts on Artemis 4 will live and work in humanity's first lunar space station. It's called Gateway, which will enable new opportunities for science and preparation for human missions to Mars. The mission will bring together intricate choreography of multiple launches and spacecraft dockings in lunar orbit and will feature the debut of NASA's larger, more powerful version of its SLS system rocket and a new mobile launcher. I can only imagine what year this is going to be. looking for a date. Wow. This is interesting. That's it on Artemis 4. That's why the SpaceX is critical. Critical. And there's your crew for the Artemis 2 mission where they go orbit the moon and come back on splashdown. Here. There's your crew. But it's a 10-day flight. No earlier than September 2025. Kiss that out the window. I don't see it happening. It's going to be pushed to 2026. No earlier than September of next year. We'll be lucky to see Artemis 2 go up next year. There's always delays or system failures or something goes wrong. This is optimistic. September 2025. So I'm not so sure about that one. It says it right there, no earlier than September 2025. So what are they saying for Artemis 3? 2027? It's supposed to be 2026. But everything's, of course, behind. No earlier than September 2026. A year later? Really? A year later? You're going to send them to land on the moon. It all depends on Starship. We're almost in mid-2024, and Starship has a long way to go. Long way for testing. Now, they still have time to catch up for this, but not that much. September, they got a little over 2 years to be ready for this. Plus, it has to be actually ready before September 2026 to be assembled and then ready for deployment. So this is very optimistic. In practical means, this is very optimistic. I don't see it happening. I see 2020, early 2026 for Artemis 2 and 2027 sometime, maybe mid to late 2027 for the third. I'm going to see if I'm right. My prediction. So I don't see it happening. Now, the Artemis 2 is different because NASA's doing its own thing. We all seen Artemis 1, and there was actually a delay, I think, on the first one. But that's more standalone NASA compared to dependence on SpaceX. They can get excited all they want, and I agree. It was successful because it made re-entry. It survived. Didn't explode. It lost a lot of tiles. It lost the flap, but it survived. And it was a nice splashdown in the Indian Ocean. Now, land it. And protect it better on re-entry. So obviously that's what tests are for. Make modifications, improvements. Learn from what happened in past missions, launches. But now we don't have to worry so much about the moon as far as an atmosphere and possibly getting. Now, see, if it was me, you need to do some testing of landing the Starship on the moon surface. Don't tell me that you're going to just try it for a first time with astronauts. Please, God, tell me that's not going to happen. They need to test this actually landing on the moon, not just here, but also landing on the moon to see if it could be done, and then launching it from the moon and going into orbit where it would capture the capsule. Are they planning to do that? I hope so. We're not just going to say, okay, we're going to put astronauts and we're going to depend on Starship to land and take off from the moon's surface without ever testing that. Do you think that's something that we should do? I don't see how that's possible. Like I said, they still have to land it here with further tests, land it safely. How many explosions occurred on the pad when Starship was coming back? Then what did they do? They modified. They put those huge water freaking hoses, whatever the hell it was, to put the engines out when it came back down. Because that was causing a lot of the explosions. Got a long way. That thing has to land safely. Numerous times. Not one time. Not twice. So there's a lot of work yet to deal with Starship. Now, I'm curious about that. Will Starship undergo test landings on moon? I'm curious about this. Now it's got my curiosity. No. It's all about the test flight. That's not what I'm asking. No. Okay. Let's be more specific. Starship moon landing. Okay. The Starship HLS. I hate Wikipedia. I can't stand it. So you can see that's a modified version of Starship. It's a long way from that right now. The mission plan calls for a Starship launch vehicle to launch a Starship HLS into Earth orbit, where it will be refueled by multiple Starship tanker spacecraft before boosting itself into a lunar near, I can't see that far, rectilinear halo orbit. Then it will rendezvous with the crewed Orion spacecraft that will be launched from Earth by NASA. A crew of 2 astronauts will transfer from Orion. Listen to how complicated this is. A crew of 2 astronauts will be transferred from Orion to HLS, which will then descend to the lunar surface for a stay of approximately 7 days, including at least 5 EVAs. Then it will return the crew to Orion in near, what is it? I tell you one thing, this is far from far away. There's too many moving parts here. Let's see what SpaceX says. We know about Starship. Okay, that's going, just orbiting the moon and back. See, this is where it gets interesting. Saudi Starship will land crew members at a region that we know that. Okay. See, there's not much information there. I'm telling you, this is going to be really, really dicey. Okay. Again, they're on the side of optimism rather than pessimism. What the hell is going on? NASA Artemis mission progresses with SpaceX Starship test flight. With each test flight, SpaceX attempts increasingly ambitious objective for Starship to learn as much as possible for future mission systems development. And it did accomplish a lot. Like I said, we have a long way to go. A long way to go for this. And some of these articles are majorly old. So they're not even getting into that conversation right now. Inquiring minds want to know. See, like this article, I don't know if this is a Canadian outlet, but I think it is. SpaceX, Musk's used Starship rocket avoids blowing up as Ford test ends in success. Now, the way you look at that, also, it finally didn't blow up. That's good. It didn't blow up. But it landed in the Indian Ocean. What happens when they try to attempt this to land on a surface? Are we going to have more explosions? It's different when Starship was doing tests and getting to a certain altitude and then belly flopping and then trying to come back down to land again. That's one thing. Coming from orbit, low Earth orbit, down and surviving re-entry and then navigating it to land, that's a big step. When they make that step, I'll feel really good. But I still say that they should definitely test this thing. All the things that they're talking about, refueling and landing, before I connect Orion to Starship, HLS, I would like to see a couple of tests where it actually lands on the moon and then takes off and re-enters orbit around the moon. Am I alone on that, or is there anybody else think that's something that makes sense and the right approach? To me, it does. They cannot connect to Orion on a first ever landing attempt with Starship on the surface of the moon without testing it. That shit don't make no sense. But it might make dollars and cents for budget. And you know, the one thing, we cannot jeopardize lives. No matter, that doesn't come into the equation for cost. It's definitely seen as a success, Lewis. But again, every Starship mission so far that this has undergone going into orbit, each one has progressed and has been a success. There's no doubt about that. And they're learning from the failures. That's the whole point. Just at Kim Jong-fatty, we're testing his intercontinental, his ICBMs. They fail, they learn, and they advance. That's how it works. That's just what testing is for. But again, this has a major hurdle to get through. Landing successfully on the surface. Forget about a soft splashdown in the Indian Ocean. This has to take a huge, major next step. And it may take a couple of more flights before they're comfortable with even trying to attempt that. So there's definitely further testing. Now, Andy put something in there. No. Let's see. Future Starship testing. It's still cloudy. I can't even go in my freaking pool. . See, this is all old. Let's go to this week. Yeah. Again, SpaceX Starship completes test flight without exploding. That's like the highlight. It's the first one to reach splashdown. That's a big plus. But I don't see nothing about future launches. It's too early. See, everything is about the past one. So this is something I would keep an eye on. I would keep an eye on that. I know Andy will. Andy will definitely keep an eye on, because he lets me know too. So this, like I said, we have a long way to go still with Starship. But like I said, it's a good thing. It's progression, but there's still major hurdles. Let's see. And he has a bunch ready to go. They're like standby. Which is pretty cool. Remember what happened in the first one? How the pad itself got utterly destroyed. And that was a little setback. And they modified it. Andy, is there a live link that shows SpaceX Launchpad? What the hell is that? Today's not looking to be a good day for outdoors. Oh, shit. Okay, so there's no show for them. That's a host messaging me that noise. Yeah, that dude, he needs to wash that vehicle. For real. And personally, I would rather see a Tesla. I'm just saying. Okay. So I can't find anything. Maybe on YouTube. Yeah, really. Somebody needs to wash that vehicle. Okay, let's go to YouTube. Let me make sure I'm muted. Their signal sucks. Yeah, the only one I could see is this. And there's not much to show on this one. Well, we can get rid of this thing. This is Space Coast, but they launched the Starlink, yeah, but that's not what I'm looking for. This is Cape Canaveral. We have to find the Texas location where they have the Starship. Because sometimes they show you the other ones in the background, waiting in the wings, so to speak. Like this one. This one. So this is the one in Texas. And you could see when I get rid of my camera, you could see their starships there. And they're just waiting to be put on the pad for testing. And you see that, and Andy knows this. You can see how they reconstructed it here. Because that first one obliterated the pad. So they reconstructed this right here. If you remember what happened to that on the first test flight, oh my God, it just annihilated it. I mean, it was bad. And it took months for them to repair it. But there you go. It's pretty cool. And he's got a bunch of them waiting in the wings, but obviously they've got to modify for the next launch, you know, and get it ready. But this is cool. What the hell is that? Andy says they have 3 of those towers now. So this is pretty cool. And there's nobody can criticize Elon Musk, SpaceX, for doing their part. I mean, there's just no way. There's just no way. If anyone, it's NASA, the weak link. Not SpaceX. SpaceX has been very, very reliable, dependable, and they're very persistent on launches, Starlinks, satellites, whatever it is. Even military deployment missions. You can't imagine how many launches they already had this year. Who would have ever thought? Let me check that. How many SpaceX launches this year? It's insane. This is pretty. And it's a lot of it's Starlink deployments. But just look at this. SpaceX stats. Look at that. Look at their goal for this year. Look where they're at already. 60? 59? I mean, look at these stats. Total 98. They're setting all kinds of records. It's incredible. Success rate. Look at the threshold. Look at that. So, no way you can criticize. Look, the next launch is in 4 days. Here comes the upcoming missions. Look how many missions up to July 14th. A lot of it's Starlinks, we know that. But look at that. That's incredible. I mean, it speaks for itself how successful SpaceX is with launches. It's almost unheard of. And a lot of it is commercial. You could see it. It's definitely, but they got to make their money. It's an excellent business model that Elon has. Love him, hate him, doesn't matter. His success rate with SpaceX is exceptional. And that cannot be denied by anyone. So, pretty cool. And that's just in the next month. How many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Like 18? 18 more by July 14th. 18 more! It's incredible. Yeah, look at the Heavy. Is the Falcon Heavy. But still. Now, I wonder what this is. Goes You. It's got to be some... Let's look this up. GOES-U is a weather satellite, the fourth and last of the GOES-R series of satellites operated by NOAA. The series will extend the availability of geostationary operational environment satellite system until 2036. It was built by Lockheed Martin. So that's what that is. Ugh, Wikipedia. Ugh. Ugh. This is earlier in the year. So there it is. Wow. More than 5,000 pounds. Wow. Wow. So that's going to be sitting on top of the Super Heavy. Wow. Look at that. Look at that. Amazing. I got to download that one. Yeah, I downloaded a Led Zeppelin concert somebody provided to me. Holy shit. That's outrageous looking. That really is. It almost looks something out of a freaking... That's funny, Andy. That looks like something out of a science fiction movie. Flying through space. Let's download this one. Okay, where'd it go? Okay, where'd it go? I mean, if we could just click them. Nope. How come it's not popping up? here they are. Look at that. So cool. That is badass. I will see that launch. I get kind of tired, and it's never tiresome to see this when they land the side boosters back on the ground or on the floating barges, but to see the Super Heavy is impressive. Those are really, really impressive launches. It's just beautiful to see. So, what was the site I was on before this? What was the date, Andy? June 25th. That is going to be, that's something. What date does that fall on? Today's what? Oh my God, I lose track of time. Today's what, the 8th? So 8, 15, 22, 23, it's a Tuesday. If it stays on schedule, it's a Tuesday. At the Kennedy Space Center. And there's a lot of Vandenberg. And people should pay attention to this, because if you live near these locations, I'm actually going to bookmark this site. You can plan to see it in your area. Especially look at all the Vandenberg Air Force Base launches. Quite a bit. Now this one's unknown. I don't know what the hell this is. But again, very curious. Oh, that's a nice view. That's a nice view. I hope they alternate. That's a pretty nice view. So, again, really successful, the achievements SpaceX has done. It's like undeniable. The success rate and the upcoming launches. I mean, it's like an average every other day. How many were? 18 by July 14. Today's the 8th. It's almost averaging a launch every other day. Every 2 days, they're launching. Average. That's impressive. And I don't blame all those people that work at SpaceX. At times I do find it annoying, but when they cheer, they have every right to cheer. Because they're all working hard to get this achievement done. And I'm sure Elon encourages it. Why wouldn't he? I mean, that creates a great atmosphere, environment for the employees. It just does. It's motivation. I mean, if I was there, I'd be cheering this, going crazy too. Hell yeah! Yes! I mean, what, are you going to be all down and depressed? Like, okay, that was successful. Hell no, this is exciting. It's an emotion, it's really an adrenaline high. And let them express themselves. And like I said, it creates a great work environment. Creates a team feel. Because everybody is important. Every individual does their part. And it creates a great team setting. That's just my philosophy. And the results are incredible. So kudos to Elon, SpaceX, and all the people, all the employees. And it could be the person that's doing the most minimal role, but they have a major role. Everybody's important. Everyone. So, Super Heavy Swim Club, shop NASA space flight. Okay, that's third party. But yeah, I want to check the weather because if it gets nice, I'm going outside in the pool, but I don't think it's going to happen. Because now I don't have a show at 8 o'clock, which is good and bad. Depends how I look at it. Let's see how it's looking. Satellite. I mean, how much more difference can it be from a couple hours ago looking at this? We still have a lot of clouds. Oh yeah, it's peppered. There's no clearing today. Out of the question. There's too much cloud cover in here, and it's moving down. So today's a shot day. It keeps the temperatures down too. The pool water is probably warmer than the actual air temperature. Let me see. I hate that this takes so long. The loop. Yeah, that's not clearing up anytime soon. Andy, how's the weather in the UK? I think you're in the northern UK, right? Well, we can't see the weather in the UK. What's going on here? France has some thunderstorms, but maybe Spain down to the south. But oh, it looks like a nice day in the UK. Wow, this is really acting glitchy. For over there. That's bizarre. I've never seen it do this. It doesn't want me to focus in. Okay. It looks like a pretty nice day over there. Well, afternoon now. What time is it? It's actually close evening. Almost 6 p.m. for you, Andy, in the UK. And the storm's probably in Spain, Portugal, and points down south. This is probably going to be nasty for me tomorrow. As the heat, let's see temperatures. Look at the heat. The heat is on in the southwest. The heat is on. Whew. Arizona, New Mexico, Texas, parts of California, the heat is on. Wow. 95? That's not, but it's early there. It's Phoenix. So that's, what, 3 hours? I was just in Arizona last year. Twice. It's 3 hours behind. So it's like 10 o'clock in the morning. It's already in fucking 90s. I was there when the heat wave was going on last year. It was, oh my God. Even in Roswell, it was 101. Over there, it was near 110. Oh my God. And this is where Ronald wants to move to, you know. He wants to go to, I forgot where he wants to go. He told me. But that heat, all throughout the southeast, southwest. Roswell, it's 91, 95 in Phoenix, and it's early. So this is where that heat is right now. It's crazy because we drove from Prescott. That's where Ronald wants to move to. Prescott. Right up here. We should put him in Snowflake. Wouldn't he get a kick out of that? That's where Travis. That's where he's from. He's still there. Travis Walton. I should actually call him. Not now, but I need to touch base with him. Where the hell is Mesa? It's not far from Phoenix. It's to the east of Phoenix. Mesa should be right in here. What the fuck is it? I remember we drove east. All right, there's Mesa right there. East of Phoenix, like I said. It's 95. This early. We drove from there, right where the mouse is, all the way to Roswell. It took us like 9 hours because we stopped a lot. That was a beautiful drive. I cannot tell you how beautiful this area is in Arizona, especially east of Mesa with the mountains. Oh my God, it is beautiful there. If I was to move to Arizona, I'd be in the mountains. It's gorgeous. And the temperatures are excellent, decent. It was 110 in Mesa, and it was in 78 degrees when you hit the high elevation. I said, this is where I would go. If I was to move to Arizona, that's where I would be. And yes, they get snow. But in here, let me see if I can go to, see, there's no terrain here. But there's a beautiful, Google Earth will do justice on this. I am telling you, if you've never been to Arizona, New Mexico is a little shaky. In my opinion. At least the way we were driving through. The Indian reservation was worse than seeing, I'm not even kidding, it's the worst conditions I've seen ever in my life. And I come from the Bronx. And it's pretty bad. We're all back in, if you ever seen the movie Fort Apache with Paul Newman, those days from the Bronx, because it's not like that anymore. It was bad. Really bad. But when you drive through, going from Arizona to New Mexico, and you got to go through the reservation area, it is so bad. It's sad. It's really sad. I was like, I couldn't believe it, what I was seeing. So, a lot of it is reservation land here. Even going up through the mountains, you go through a lot of reservation, the canyons, everything. It's reservation, Apache. It's incredible, actually. A lot of look at it on the map. It's a lot of reservation land. Okay, there's Phoenix, so Mesa's got to be here. When we went through those canyons, it was the most beautiful thing. And it's not far from here. Okay, there is Mesa. It's not far from Mesa. I think it was 60. There's 60. Right? I think it was in here. Driving through this mountainous area was the most beautiful thing. And the river's there. I'm telling you, I think Superior was a mining area, if I remember right. Don't quote me on it, but I remember driving through here. But going through the mountains, oh my God, it was gorgeous. But there was one area that was unbelievable. And looking down, where's the river? There's the river. I think. I don't see it. It was incredible. I was in awe going through here. It was stunning. And I can't remember. I have it on video. And I could call Mark. Let me call Mark. Stop messaging me. I'm not answering any messages right now. Quick question. What was the name of the canyon that we went through going back to Marianne's?
Salt River.
What is it?
Salt River Canyon.
Salt River Canyon, because I'm sharing it on my screen talking how beautiful it was.
Yeah, and drop-offs were like 3,000 feet off the edge.
Oh my God, that was so beautiful.
It was, yeah. When cars get in accidents, they never pick up the wreck. It just goes to the bottom of the canyon, and they take the bodies out via helicopter evacuation because they're dead, and they just leave the car there.
Wow.
I've seen trailer trucks at the bottom of that canyon with their whole loads spewed down the whole sides of the canyon walls. People
Wow.
can't even go loot it because it's too steep and too dangerous.
Yeah, nobody's gonna go. Nobody's gonna go down there.
They end up having to get rescued.
You might lose your life just trying to get down there.
Oh, that's for sure, and people do.
So thank you. I just wanted to, because I want to search it and I want to see if Google could give us some views.
Oh, sure, can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, have a great weekend. Thank you, and
Okay, no problem.
I'll be in touch. Let me know. Let me know for tomorrow.
All right, I'll let you know.
All right.
Right now, it doesn't look like I'm gonna do one, but I will.
Oh, let me know. Just let me know.
I will just let you know.
All right. Tell everybody I send my love.
Thanks, man.
Later.
Bye.
Bye. Salt River Canyon. Salt River Canyon. Did I spell that right? And I can't see all the way over there. That was off. Way off. This is it. Oh my God. Where's the roads? Okay, where's the... I don't see no highways here. I don't know. Yeah, there's nothing to drag here. Are you serious? There's gotta be a road. This one goes that way? Oh, that's bullshit. Is it 188? I don't know. It's the closest thing. What's this? Not a road. There's 60. But that's not really. Maybe that is it. No. It's too flat. Not it. And I could remember driving through this shit too. Definitely remember driving through this. Come on, exit. What's going on? Really? Exit street view. Thank you. Okay. It's got to be. Damn, this is confusing. And where was Salt River? Oh my God, I'm getting dizzy. Okay, so we would have to go. Yeah, that was. Is it? But the road spins in a circle. It's so bizarre to get down below. That doesn't have the right look to it. The road actually goes in a circle to get down below. It's so nutty. Oh, there it is. There it is. This is it. That's it. Because I can remember from all those crazy turns getting down from the altitude down below. That's it right there. Guaranteed that's it. That was nuts. And we got out of the car. We looked. It was amazing. Beautiful. Let's get down there. And it's definitely before the turns because there's a bridge. It's probably right there. We got out there too. But the lookout point, that's probably where we were. Where's the river? It might be closer. It's definitely Apache. I remember all that. But let's go down to the lookout point. Let me see. Yes, we stopped right there. That's it. That's where we stopped. Look at this view. This is where we stopped. And that shit drops. That drops. You cannot imagine. We were parked right there and we stood at the edge. It is absolutely stunning. It is not for people that don't like heights. I'll tell you that right now. Stunning. This time last year I was there. Almost. And even behind. But really the view is outstanding when you stand right here and you're looking at the river below, the canyon. It is absolutely gorgeous. If you ever go through Arizona, take this route. You won't be disappointed. It's a pain in the ass because, like I said, of the curves. But beautiful, beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. Stunning. It was one of my favorite times, other than VLA. The Very Large Array. Oh, it's going to do that. Okay, come on. Stop it. And then the bridge. It's funny that I picked it. Where is it now? It just totally screwed me up. Totally. But you get the idea. Totally screwed me up. Superstition Mountains. I lost it. Can't believe it. Freaking lost it. And I was just there. That's horrid. It looked easier before. What the hell's going on? Scenic Lookout. It's not helping me. Top of the world. It was just fucking there. Where is it? That is some bullshit. But you get the idea. It's stunning. That was the route we took going to Roswell. I think it's not that one. Shit, I should rewind my own stream. I don't know now, but the point is, it was unbelievable. Now, if I follow that river, it's so beautiful. So Arizona is beautiful, to me at least. Fuck. Like I said, I have video of it. There it is. That's it. So it's 60. It was 60. This shit was crazy. Now, where's the bridge? Right here, I think. We got out here. There's a little rest area right by the bridge. Should be right in there. If I'm right, yep, there it is. That's exactly it. Exactly, it's on the other side. That was a freaking beautiful view too. The rest area is to the, here's the bridge. Oh, we can't see the rest area. It should be up. It's above. That's where you could walk down. It's right up there. What a view. What a view. Yeah, that's where we went, right there. Yeah, that's the place we went to right there. Now, it's a little dicey because we went there in the evening and they close it off. They close it up at night. Now, this is actually reservation land. This is reservation land. And there are rattlesnakes. I mean, there's all kinds of shit. And I'm like, I don't know. But it's so beautiful. I mean, just look at it. The other view is the better view, but when you go on the bridge, it's a nice view, which is right here. We walked to this area right there to look out. You can see people there now. Well, not now. But it's a nice, you stand there and you look. What a view. It's embedded in my head how beautiful that was. Beautiful. And then, of course, the other highlight of the trip that Marianne and Mark said, Bill, we got to take Bill on this sightseeing trip. It's VLA. VLA. Now, I don't know if it's going to come up like that. It doesn't know what it wants to do. We might have to spell it out. Look at it. It doesn't know what to do. Oh, there they are. Is it VLA? I don't think so. Okay, let's do. If you ever seen the movie Contact, very large array. Also, shit, I hit the wrong thing. Also off of 60. White Sands, the base, everything, it's incredible. So this is VLA where all the dishes are. If you've seen the movie Contact, this is, and there's actually a tour there with her voice. Jodie Foster's voice does the tour. So there's VLA, the array. It's incredible. To see it in person, it's absolutely stunning. It really is. We're not going to be allowed there. Some places you can't. But that's VLA. Really cool. Like, if you're into this stuff, this is a great place to go visit. Okay, we can get to that. It really was cool to see all the. This was awesome. Matter of fact, the Valley of Fires, the rocks, lava rock from the side of the road. I've got a few of those, and I've got actually this, and it's not sand as Mark would make that correction. It's made from some other composite material, but this is the, let's just call it white sand from White Sands. From the side of the road. You're not allowed to do it on the actual site. But when you're driving on that highway, it's all over the place. You just get out of the car and scoops them up. That's what I did, and the rocks. But that was, it was awesome. This was an awesome trip. So the Valley of Fires, it's all old volcanoes that Mark said. Ancient volcanoes, pretty much. Valley of Fires State Park. Mark messed with me on this. Because he's really good at pranking. You may not know that, but... he started making rattlesnake sounds, and he got me. Right here. Because we went to the restroom here. This is the state park. The Valley of Fires State Park, but this is all volcanic activity. Driving through here, it's absolutely beautiful. It's stunning. And I don't know if there's... We were at the park. But I'm not seeing the actual place. People go camping there. But Mark did a rattlesnake sound and scared the shit out of me. I cannot see. Because that's just a thing to show where the park is, but it's massive. Yeah, the highway's here. But I don't see where we went. Because we drove for miles and miles and miles and miles from Roswell and to Roswell. But this is beautiful country. And I'm from the Northeast. And to see all this for the first time was stunning. But back to Mesa. If I see the name, I'll know it. This is where I would go move. If I was to leave New York, this is where I'm going. Not Mesa. But I know where to go from Mesa. It's east. Too hot for me there. What? Superstition Mountains is reservation. Oh my God. Where is 60? 60 goes north. Three Forks. If I see the name, it was beautiful. Jesus Christ, where was the one that they call with the bedding of the town? Oh my God. I may have to bug Mark again. Sholo. There's a story about Sholo. That's what we went through. Right in here, this is where I would move. Right in there. It's not far from Sholo. It was a bet, and the guy lost the bet. And it's a story behind it, the Sholo name. But here it's 60 again. Obviously, because that's what we were driving on. This is... I thought it was Pine something. Pine... I can't... Pine Top. There it is. Pine Top. What a beautiful area. Pine Top. That's it. I knew it was Pine something. What a beautiful area. Oh my God. Pine Top. There it is. But I would be more in the mountainous areas. What a beautiful place to live in here. Stunningly beautiful. Pine Top is where I would go. Uh-oh. I don't know. It's higher elevation. And you could tell by the trees. That's the hint. This is beautiful. Over here. Pine Top. Gorgeous. I mean, this is where I would go. Pine Top. Cooler. Nice. Because we drove through all this. And here comes the town. What a beautiful area. And this whole area, I mean, I just zoomed today. They're building, they're doing things there. But really, I would definitely find a place in the surroundings areas here. If I was to go, this is where I would go. Higher elevation, cooler, beautiful. For a nor'easter person like me, this is where I would go. It's so beautiful there. Of course, clean, quiet, widespread, because I don't like to live near nobody. What a great area. For real. Just beautiful. The further I'm away from people, the better. I just hate dealing with nosy neighbors and all that shit. I don't like it. But when you travel the country and you see the beauty, and a lot of this is reservation. Land. But when you travel the country and see all... The country is beautiful. There's so many different things to see. Like when I was in Utah, there's another beautiful place that I would think about. It's near Ogden, but it's on the other side. It's on the mountainside. Not the dry side. The green side. So now flipping to Ogden. There's no way I'm living in a climate where I can't go outside. Yeah, the fall and winter months, it's probably more comfortable, seasonable. But I like to go outdoors. I'm an outdoors person. I cannot be locked in my house all fucking summer long. I can't do it. So here, right on the other side here, and I went kayaking here. Oh my God, it is so beautiful here. Look how green it is on the other side of Ogden. Right across the mountain. Paramount Mountain is actually, do you ever see Paramount Pictures, the mountain? It's that mountain right there. So this is Ogden, Utah. But if you just go to the other side, look how green it gets. Lush. And like I said, I went kayaking there. It was gorgeous. Another place I would consider. Let's just pop in here. And you got the view of the mountains, obviously. It is stunningly beautiful here. I'm telling you, I'm just picking a spot, but it is gorgeous here. And actually, Race lived right near this area. He was in one of these houses here. Without getting too specific. Beautiful, beautiful. I forgot, what was the name of that mountain that we went to? Oh my God, we were four-wheeling. And I believe it's on this side. It was near the resort. Because we went up down the trails. Let me tell you, it was amazing. Amazing. Again, not for everyone. Let's just pop in. It is beautiful. I like the woods. I like this kind of environment. This is a me thing. I love to be in this kind of an area, not dry, not barren. I like this. But this just gives you an idea. It's gorgeous here. I mean, that's sitting right along the mountains. Nordic Valley. Let me drop in here. And see how widespread everything is? The houses are spread apart. I like that. This is me all the way. Now, I don't know what their laws are as far as off-grid. This is definitely where I would be, where it's more lush, green. That's where I would be. And if I were to go to Utah, this is the area I would go to. So there's a lot of beautiful places across the country, as an example. And until you visit them, you don't know. I swear, when I went kayaking with Warren's son, we got there at 7 o'clock in the morning. There was nobody on the lake. It was the most peaceful, tranquil, beautiful experience that I've had in a long time. I even told him, after all the things we did in Utah, that was my favorite moment. Being on that kayak, on that lake, surrounded by the beauty. It was stunning. If I lived there, I'd be there all the time. Then it gets crowded, you know, more people come and you see a bunch of kayakers and people cliff diving. But it's so beautiful. We have lakes here, and I should do it, even if it's for just me. I have a nice sized lake right next to me. And I just might do that, but I don't have the car, the vehicle for the kayak. If I did, I would have already bought one and I'd be probably there today. Just to get away and be by myself, tranquility, get away from everyone. Solitude, peace. Today would have been a great day for that because I have nothing going on. The sun is trying to come out. What the frick is Google Earth? And being that I'm part of the town, I get discounts. You know, like anywhere you live, you get a discount being a resident to access this. That's the Catskills. That's where I'm going camping. Matter of fact, I'll show you where I'm going. I don't know about if I'm on a show. Nobody knows the date I'm going. God forbid. There's a lot of scary people out there too. This is beautiful country here too. I don't need to move to Utah or Arizona. I would go from here, which is nice, but to a more remote area like this. And this is only an hour away, 45 minutes. But it's rough in the winter. They're high elevation. These are the Catskills. It snows there a lot. That's why you have the ski resort, Hunter Mountain. This is a little different. Okay, it's west of Woodstock. Here's Hunter. There's Hunter. There's Hunter Mountain. There's a ski resort right up here. I've been going there since I was a teenager camping when I lived in the city. This was the spot. Not there. This was the spot. Okay, there's Tannersville. Should be right here. That should be Tannersville. Well, the cats, I think, are in. There's Tannersville. All right, so we got to go down 214. I believe Devil's Tombstone. There it is. There's Devil's Tombstone. This is where I'm going camping by myself to get away. Devil's Tombstone. You're in the middle of the mountains. It is gorgeous. A lot of bear. That's the concern, the amount of bear. But there's Devil's Tombstone. Now, years ago, we used to go here. It was called Steve's Campground. Anything went. Anything. Parties. It was fucking insane right there. This piece. It's no longer. This is where we would all go. It was called Steve's Campground. And then he had another site not too far. Actually, that might be Steve's. Or that might be his old site. It's long gone, yeah. That was his other site. There was two of them. This one for the crazies. And this one more for the family. We'd be at the crazies. I have stories. I went up this mountain with a friend. And there was a rock up here. Somewhere, it might be here. Somewhere up here there was we climbed all the way to the top. And we were hanging out on a rock up here. Smoking, drinking, and just overlooking everything. It was fucking, but guess what happened? We walked on top. And we got lost. And then I said, we got to follow the sun. Because it was setting west. If we follow the sun, we'll get back down. Because we have to head west to get back to the site. And there was a stream right in there somewhere, there was a stream that took us out to the main road that led us right to here. He sprained his ankle. I had to pretty much carry him down that whole way down because he had sprained his ankle. It was bizarre. But this is closed off. This is a long time ago. The parties that we had here were outrageous. I'm curious. Okay, that might not be it. Because I remember the swampland. I think it's the other one. It might be this one. This looks definitely more like it. The entry point was like right about there to the right. It's probably all grown in. You can't get in there no more. Let's go up a little. See, it's all grown in now. And, you know, it's closed off. But there used to be a way to get in and a way to get out. Obviously, it doesn't exist anymore. So, sad times, but because the guy passed away. That shit was awesome. And we'd put all our tents right along the tree line here. And there was a ton of us. Play frisbee right here in the dark with a lit frisbee. Completely dark, because there's no lights there. And throw the frisbee in the dark right there. It was fucking amazing. And we were like late teens, early 20s, stoned out of our minds. Ridiculous. But I'll be here, and then what was the town called? Phoenicia, where you can go tubing, but they closed it now, which kind of sucks. Where is it? Where's Phoenicia? Right here. Oh no, I'm going the wrong way. Devil's Tombstone. Where's Phoenicia? Am I going to... There's Phoenicia. We had a ball here, boy. And there's the tubing place right there. Well, it used to be. It's for sale now, so that's... They shut it down. I don't know. That's so sad. There's also a campsite right there on the right. For sale. It went out of business. So you would go down the river, and they'd have a school bus. And the school bus would meet you at the end to pick you up, to bring you back here. And it was so much fun. We had a ball. Yeah, the school bus isn't even there. It's gone. Done. Because the river's right there. And this is a campsite. For families. That might be the fucking school bus right there. I love it up here. I love it. See, this used to be a little camp thing. There it is, campground. But this is more for families, quiet time, small. And there's the river. And look how you would go down that river on the tube. Big, like a tractor trailer in a tube. And you would go down that river. It was fucking fun. So unfortunately, they went out of business. And it went pretty far, too. They would pick you up, like, down here somewhere. That's great for trout fishing. A lot of people trout fish there. This isn't far from my house. I'm just to the south of this. Now the map is flipped. So, that's probably better. Phoenicia is to my north and west. There's Phoenicia. There are bears everywhere here. You could be driving on this road and the bears are in front of people's houses. There's bear everywhere here. Black bear everywhere here. That's the concern that I'm having. But coming down to the south, I would show you where Whitley Strieber had the incident, but he doesn't want that publicly known exactly. And I'm not going to do that out of respect to Whitley. Okay. Let's zoom out a little. Damn, I'm way off. Where the hell am I? Jesus Christ, where am I? I turned the map way off. Long Island's over there. Okay, that might be better now. Okay, Catskill. Kingston. Okay, let's zoom in here. Where's the lake right next to my house? It should be coming in. Oh, there's me, not far. Gardner, Modena. I'm to the south a little bit. I think that's Orange Lake. That's right near me. This one. Orange Lake. Oh no, that's bullshit. Yeah, it is Orange Lake. Isn't it? No, it's more to the north. Chadwick is the name of the lake. Should be more to the north. I gotta get my bearings. Where the fuck is 300? The fuck is the lake? I'm right there. It's near Plattekill. It's between. Okay, it's definitely to the south. There it is. Chadwick. This is nice. This is right near my house. You park here, and you can go kayaking. People fish there. Beautiful. I need to be taking more advantage of this as a town resident. Yeah, we can't get in there. Maybe we can get in there. So this is Chadwick, the lake. You can't see it. They're not going to let us get close to it. Right there. And they rent canoes there. It's beautiful. That's it. And the launch is here, if I remember right, somewhere here. Beautiful. It's absolutely stunning. You can see how clean it is. It's beautiful. I mean, as far as the area, it's very nice. And it's big. It's pretty big. So that's ours. That's here. It's just a pain in the ass. Now, I don't know what the rentals are. But you know what? I might take a ride there. Not today. But for the summer, I want to find out more about this. Chadwick State Park, New York. There has to be, probably for the town. Yep. See boat rentals. But there's not much more information. Anyone entering town is checking out the guardhouse, that I know. Okay, it's not saying. Online Chadwick Lake information here. Click here. I'm trying to click there, nothing's happening. Oh. Rest of what the fuck is all this? Brochure. No. No pricing. There's a phone number. Okay, now we might be in business. It's open 7 a.m. to 8:30. You're allowed music. Occupancy reserved pavilions from 10 a.m. Okay. Here we go. Non-residents is 40. Resident is 20. Resident is $15 for the boat rentals. Annual permit holders. Both get permits. Yeah, you have to have a license to fish, freshwater. Oh, fuck, I'm going. All boaters must wear life jackets. I'm going. Park permit sticker must be adhered to the car windshield. I won't go today because it's too busy. I'm going. I'm fucking definitely going. $20 is nothing. I gotta buy resident senior free. Mom goes in for free. Two permit stickers per household. That's not bad. I'm going to call them right now. Yes, I just got a quick question. I'm a town resident. What do I need to do? Do I just need to show up there at Chadwick to get the permit for the year?
Oh, yeah. All you got to do is show up, fill out a form for the records, and if you live in the town of Newburgh,
Yes.
$20.
Awesome.
$20 for the year.
And
If you got two cars, we give you 2 times.
Okay, yeah, I just have the one vehicle. When are you available to do the application? Is that during the open hours?
Yeah, we close at 8:30.
Thank you so much, and you have a great weekend.
You too.
Bye bye. It's that simple. I'm going. I'm going. I would wake her up. She's probably sleeping. She needs to come with me. So that when I fill out the application, she's with me for her name too. Hell yeah, I'm taking advantage of this shit. It's nice. I can even bring a little radio. I don't know if it said anything about food. $20 for a year. Alcoholic beverages are prohibited, obviously. Swimming in the lake is prohibited. You can't swim. Food and ice cream trucks are prohibited. What the fuck are you supposed to do there? Starve? Grills are not allowed on any blacktop. Oh, wait a minute. I don't know. How could that say that? Food and ice cream trucks. Not that food is not allowed. Music is allowed as long as you keep it moderate level and does not disturb our park neighbors. Please note you have reserved the pavilion area. The park is open to public and access is available to everyone. There's a park ranger there at all times. Good. I don't think there's no problem with food. A cooler, a small cooler. This is less than 10 minutes from my house. Now I got the pool, but to get away from everything, I don't know if my mother would go on a rental boat. And I don't know, I have cash, but I don't know if they take credit cards or debit cards. So these are things I need to go investigate. And I'm a fucking town resident. What the hell? It's something good to go. I can go with her to walk. You know what I mean? Exercise to get her out of this house. It's good for mom. All right, no dogs. Here we go. No dogs, pets, no alcohol, no confetti. Yeah, it just says no food or ice cream trucks. Doesn't say anything about beverages as long as it's non-alcoholic. And it doesn't say anything about no alcohol. So yeah, you can bring your own food and drink. It's a freaking park. There's vendors there. They can apply. Park permit sticker. I'm going. I'm taking a fucking ride right there now. And I'll do it on YouTube. I'm going. I'm gonna go. Amol, I've got a whole bunch of Rush songs that I put to my playlist that I never play. Maybe tonight. But I'm going to my park. Did I bookmark this? Yeah, I did. I'm going to my park. I'm telling Mom I'm getting the hell out of here. That's something I want to do right now. Hell yeah. I have nothing else to do. The pool's out of the question for today. It's too chilly. 73 here right now. So I am taking that ride, and I will stream it on YouTube. Because I want this. I'm going to ask her if she's willing. Hell yes. I don't care if she doesn't even go. I need my reading glasses. So I gotta fill out paperwork. And I need a pen. And this is literally, not even from my house. I had a whole pack of pens. Jesus. Where are the pens? Sunflower seeds. I'm gonna ask Mom if she wants to go. Mom! Ma! I found a pen. Mama! Mom! Are you sleeping? Guess what I'm doing right now? I called them. I just found out all the information, so he said, yeah, come down, fill out the paperwork. If you're a town resident, I said, yeah. Oh yeah, we take advantage of that, you know? They even have boats to rent. No, no, I'm saying if baby comes, he has to pay. And we pay once every week. Exactly. And I have nothing to do. Now the sun is, it's unbelievable. Now the sun is coming out, but it's still cloudy. The only thing is it might be a little crowded right now. But I'm still going. There's nothing that's going to stop me from this right now. Nothing. I'm going. Okay, pen. What did I do with my new glasses? Oh, I'm losing it. Definitely losing it. I don't have... Where the hell did I do with my new glasses? Tycho gets those, I'll die. Alexa, turn on living room light. I would die if he gets those.
Okay.
Those are $400 glasses. Oh, right here. All right, take that. I'm missing this. This. Got a pen. Got the glasses. Got my wallet. Ending the stream. I'm gonna continue on YouTube. In the car, from the car. Another stream. So I'll be back. I'm going. I'm not playing games. Look how dark I am from this pool. All right, I'm out of here.